There's a unique kind of stupidity that looks exactly like confidence. It gets promoted, it dominates rooms, and chances are you have already clashed with it this week without realizing it. But low IQ is not what you think it is. It is not slow speech, bad grades, or obvious confusion. True intellectual deficiency is failing to update your mind when the evidence changes, and that flaw remains completely invisible until you know exactly where to look. This brings us to sign 1. They are never wrong. Highly intelligent individuals use these 3 words regularly. I was wrong. They possess intellectual humility, which psychologists prove is the single biggest predictor of making high quality decisions over time. But our social systems don't reward humility, they reward absolute certainty. The performer mistakes their stubborn rigidity for strength, entirely blind to the fact that overconfidence in a broken idea is just loud ignorance. Sign 2 reveals itself in how they converse. Pay close attention to who talks the most in the room, and then count who asks the most questions. They are almost never the same person. The performer prioritizes being seen as smart over actually becoming smart. Genuinely intelligent people understand that the value is extracted by listening, not speaking. By constantly performing, they put a ceiling over their own learning, and they have no idea that it's there. Sign 3 is how they handle friction. When a weak thinker's logic fails, they don't re-examine their argument. They attack the person making it. Philosophers call this an ad hominem attack. It's an immediate structural giveaway. It signals that the speaker has completely run out of intellectual currency. Strong minds dissect the mechanics of an idea. Weak minds desperately assault the individual. Once you notice the shift, you see it everywhere. But the final sign is by far the most dangerous because it traps people in an invisible prison. Sign 4. Repeating the exact same mistake across different years, just wearing different faces. In psychology, this is a total failure of metacognition, the unique human ability to think about your own thinking. Without a continuous reflective loop, a decade of life experience does not transform into wisdom. It simply becomes 10 years of repeating exact same pattern. These patterns thrive because our modern world actively rewards them. It chooses volume over depth. It praises defense over self-examination. As you look at these traits, the real question is not whether you recognize these 4 warning signs in the people around you. The real test of intelligence is whether you possess the courage to search for them inside yourself.